Hey everybody. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen a lot of these videos online of these celebrities. They're morphing from their younger versions into their older versions of themselves. And I find them all pretty fascinating. I just like to see how people age. Obviously some people age a little more gracefully than others. So I want to do a quick tutorial today on how the heck to do that. There's a few different ways to go about it. I know there's an app on the phone called Face App that you can use to morph from a version to another. But I'm going to use Pika today. So you know how we always talk about Pika has these special effects? Well, this is one of the first ones that Pika introduced called Pikaframes, where you can do this. So what Pikaframes allows you to do is add a beginning frame and an ending frame, and then you can choose the duration between those frames, and also you have an opportunity to put in the prompt exactly how you want that transition to happen. So let's hop over into Pika here and show you. I'm going to do one quickly in real time, and as it's processing, I'm going to show you a few of the ones that I did before this the video. So all right, well I'm a kid of the '90s here, so I'm going to take a '90s celebrity. So I said, all right, let's take say Sarah Michelle Gellar. So I popped over into Google. I typed in a young Sarah Michelle Gellar, and what's cool is oftentimes like these magazines, so in this instance, Life and Style, they'll do a side-by-side comparison. So I'd right-click this and do Save Image As, and then I'll pop on over to Canva and I'll grab an Instagram size photo and pull the photo up over so I have both of them ready to go. So some advice on this is it's always nice to try to have them looking the same way, be approximately the same size. In the photo, so not a full body versus say just an upper body one, and that's where to get these transitions the quickest. So say here's a younger version, I went share, download, good to go, and then next one I moved it over to her picture of her today, share again, download, good to go. So now I've got them in my download folder. So all we do here is we choose Pikaframes at the bottom. This is going to be running Pika 2.2, which actually I think has gotten a little bit better. So I click add the frame. So I'm going to grab the younger version first. Then I'm going to add frame again. I'm going to grab the older version. And then I can add the duration. So the duration is how long this transition is going to happen. The default's 5 seconds. You could do a really, really quick one, or you could do a long one. The longer that you have it on there, the more it's got to kind of make up from frame to frame and add in maybe some animation and different things. So again, I always try to say if you want AI to look good, you try not to make it do too much work. So let's stick with, actually I'm going to go down to like 3 seconds here, and I'm going to hit generate. So while this generates and it pops up, I'm going to go over some of the ones that I've made before. So all right, my favorite guitar player from the Blink-182, Tom DeLonge. So I grabbed as he, went from the mid-90s here to 30 years later. And it's what I find really funny is look how low his guitar was originally and how much higher he brings his guitar up as he's gotten a little bit older. He's claimed that he's had back problems and stuff throughout his career, so that's a good reason for that. But also, just as you're maturing and you want to play guitar a little better, it's nice to bring it up a little bit higher. But this is one of those cool transitions. It looks good. It swaps the background. But you notice it's still his upper body, and he's looking the same direction, so it makes it kind of look good. Then I grab, say, Alyssa Milano. So this was another one of those magazine shots to where it showed, her younger and then transitioning into her today. And truthfully, gosh, she really just hasn't aged at all. She looks great then and great now. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. That was a 3 second transition on that one. And then I did a picture of me selfishly. So this was me going from an early gig, I'd say probably 20 years ago to now. And, the difference here is the one in the earlier gig was just my upper body, but the one now is my whole body. So you see it had to add a lot more animation, a lot more transitions. Kind of modified the guitar. The guitar looks a little bit funny, but it added some good strumming in there. Changed my hand position from where it was in the first one to the second one. I think it distorted my nose. It didn't quite get right on the side profile shot there. I think it kind of took some liberties there, if you will. But still, pretty cool shot, just to kind of show me playing music over what she's been like 20 years now since that first gig was. So, but again, nice 3 second transition there. All right. Oh, and in the time we were talking, it did the Sarah Michelle Gellar one. So let's watch this one together. And yeah, again, just like Alyssa Milano, they look great then, look great now. So, when these videos, you see them online, they're becoming viral videos. They'll often have like a background music, like Forever Young, something like that. And, sometimes they'll put their name on it and they'll show the age and, even some steps along the way. Now, Pika Frames here, This one only allows you to do just the 2 images. So I believe Pika scenes you can do multiple photos and try to do it in that way, but this is the way that Pika does it the best here is with Pikaframes. So yeah, this is a quick 5 minute kind of how-to on how to do that and make your own viral social media videos. If you have any suggestions for any ones that you want to see me do, please leave that in the comments. And if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. It really means the world to us, helps us get this message out to more people. Also, if you're looking for the latest news and updates in the world of AI and creativity, Rosh and I have our podcast, The Creative AI Show. We do it every Monday. We're on all the popular podcast streaming platforms and also right here on the YouTube channel. So until then, two creative guys talking AI.